Greetings and salutations, my name is JW608 and today we're playing Starmade. And we are still working on our deluxe mining drone. In fact, let's hop into build mode and take a look. I finished putting skin on it. There, isn't it pretty? And I added some extra thrusters. And there we go. Alright. The inside, well, I tried to add a few cosmetic touches. Probably get changed over time. Or probably not, because I'm lazy. Anyway, our main goal today is wiring this up for logic, because this is a deluxe mining drone. I'll also notice I added 2 USDs, but no rail, rail docker, but the rail, because the rail docker, I want sort of like I had with the standard, or the starter mothership. I want drones on either side, but I actually want these to dock and be able to walk in them and whatnot. And I want to make one drone, not two, not make a left and a right. I'll make a left and right compatible, and I will add the rail docker. I'll add the rail docker and wire it in once I decide where these need to go. Make life a little easier for me. Okay. Alright, but that's not what we're doing today. Today we are going to work on a full indicator to tell me when this mining drone is either full or close to full. So, we'll make sure we have symmetry. Symmetry's off. And we're going to take this and we're going to unselect the cargo for it. So, there we go, only has 100 volume units of volume left. That way make it easier to test. But we need a sensor block. And this sensor block is going to attach to this what I do, well, I hit X. This locker storage block, because that's what I wanted to check. And I need a block of activation. Now, don't attach this one logically. Don't CV to this one. This one just needs to be touching the sensor block. That's the output block. Anything that's connected through CV is going to be used for the comparison. And we need to... I want it to be at 90%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't want to use all that space. That's 1, and we're going to turn it on. 2, and turn it on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the last one is going to be blank 10. And I got rid of my light bar. So alright, have one in the... There we go. We want the light bar. Alright, so I have these 10 connected to the sensor bar, and 9 of them are activated. So that means this should fire at 90%. So let's test that out. But in order to test that out, a sensor will only put an output if it gets an input. So we have to build a clock. And we're just going to build the most simple clock you can. Delay to not, and not to delay. And the delay, or the not, whichever, to the sensor block. You turn on the delay, you turn off the delay. There we go. And it's ticking. So we should be able to take, 900 of those. That's 45. Let's grab another 500 or so. Put those in there. Another 500. That's not going to fit. 95. So that should fire. Because it's above 90%. That fires. This says it's true. But if it goes below 90%, like if I tell it all this is in your cargo storage, it turns off because that is no longer anywhere near 90%. It's 0.4. Okay, so that works. Good. Now, what do we want to do with this? Well, I want a visual indicator that we're full, so I'm going to put a beacon block here. Actually, let's put the beacon block up one. I'm going to stick that. Actually, where'd my hole go? I don't need that right now, so we're going to stick a beacon block just on the top. Ooh, a beacon rod. Is that as bright? No, it's not as bright. So it's a visual indicator that, hey, this thing's full. Actually, let's throw one down here as well. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to attach those to, I can't see it, that activation block. I can't see. So now when this activation block fires, I need to, there we go. If you first do logic stuff, don't, okay. That wasn't me. Oh yeah, but when you first attach logic, cycle it on and off a couple times, make sure it works. Because sometimes it doesn't do exactly what you think it should initially. Let's see, I want 900 those, which is again the wrong number, 800. 85, alright, 100. 90, so that's exactly 90. When it hits 90, these beacons will light up. So if I'm sitting in my mothership and I see them, I say, oh, that one's full, or this one's at 90% capacity. I need to do a carrier recall and unload this thing. Okay. So let's take these out, and that should turn them off. All right, looking good, looking good. So that's not all I want to do with this. I also want to attach it to... Actually, you know what? That would be neat if we did this. Let's see. I want a delay block, or delay blocks, and I want the delay block instead to control these two. Because two things can't control the same light. All right. So I want that delay block. Actually, we're going to do all this over here. Delay block. We're going to move everything. Move all the things. We're going to move the sensor up. That's not a sensor. That's a randomizer. And Shift V selected all those. Alright. And I wanted to V on that, not C on it. Okay. There we go. Now let's try this. I want an AND. Where's an AND? And the delay block. I would like a NOT and a regular activation module. There we go. Activation module to NOT, NOT to and delay, delay to activation module. So that should be a clock that I should be able to turn off. Except I want this to go to the AND as well. So now, and connect these beacons to the delay. And for testing, we are going to turn that off and add, I forget how much I want to add. 1,000, 900. Now, if this works properly, alright. Oh, I didn't hook that back up. Alright. And that is, well, these are hooked up, right? Okay, there we go. I have to give it a second. Now I have blinking beacons. So it's an even bigger visual cue that, hey, this thing's full. Alright, except that's not the only visual cue I want, and I can come in here and manually turn off this blinking thing by hitting this button without having to fool with the activation stuff. While we're here, I don't like having logic stretched across the ship, so we're going to stick it in a pipe. There we go. And it gives it more of a mining ship type feel. Okay. With pipes and scaffolding and industrial stuff all over. Alright. I know you can turn the logic off. I don't like to turn the logic off, the logic wires. I like to have them, But it sort of is an extra challenge to hide them. And these pipes are exactly the right size to hide them, so I'd like to use those. Okay. So let's get lost in our own ship. Reattach that and pull those out. Alright. Except we're going to want to be testing it further. But this is also what I want. I want this delay block to also to control this wireless block. And this wireless block, I want to attach it to a wireless block and a light in the mothership, so at a control panel, we'll have a blinking light when this is full. Sounds good? Sounds good. Alright, I think that's about it for our chip, except let's pull that out, and just for convenience sake, I'm going to stick a camera so I can see more clearly what's going on. And let's try to find us the nearest asteroid, which is down this way. And let's just mine for ourselves. Okay, it's not the fastest thing on Earth, but it's a mining drone, so it doesn't need to be. Let's just see if... There we go. Let me show you how effective this slave 25 or 5x5x25 cannon slaved salvage array is. How effective it is. Alright. And let's slow down, slow down, slow down. You're not slowing down enough. I need more thrusters. Oh, cool. I dug away enough to touch it. Or nudge it. Alright. And, yeah. That's much more efficient than my, starter drones we had. See? Just chewing through this. So I'm only going to do 4 drones for this mining fleet. Because it should... My computer should be able to keep up with that and record at the same time. It didn't like 16 of the little drones. But we'll see. Yeah, but 4 of these should chew apart an asteroid in no time flat. Alright, and that was just me mining. And just me mining with no bonus. I already got that many resources, and we're gonna throw those away because we don't need them. And let's save... Our blueprint is Deluxe with an X. Mining drone. Okay. And our Deluxe mining drone, we have a copy saved and everything. Okay, so next time we're going to start working on the mothership. The drone mothership. Where it's going to attach, and we're going to wire up all the pieces so we can see what's going on and all that good stuff. But we'll start that next time. Well, I've been JW608, and this has been Starmade. I'll dig you cats later.